Welcome back to Saltiness Isn't Bliss. I apologize for the delay in this video. I am getting over a seasonal cold, as I'm sure a lot of you are as well. And let's be honest, when you're sick, your appetite is different because things don't taste the same, or you're just not as hungry as you usually are. So, you know, it's a little bit different when you're sick, but hopefully we can all get well and feel good and just dive into this recipe. So I am featuring taco pie. Let's get to it, guys. We want to preheat our oven to 400 degrees. In a glass dish that can go in the oven, I have sprayed some cooking spray on the bottom, and then I have kind of pressed and lined it with just a simple pie crust. This is just a boxed pie crust. Took some kitchen scissors and cut the excess off the top. Of course, you can leave it on there to hang over if you want. You can use a knife, you can just kind of tear it off. Whatever works. So we're going to set that aside for a moment. In my pan over here, I have just browned and drained about a half a pound of ground beef, but we're looking for anywhere between a half and 1 pound. And now I'm just going to season my meat up before I put it into my pie crust. So the seasoning I love to use, that I kind of stick with as of late, is I go with a reduced sodium taco seasoning, some dried cilantro, fresh is great as well, and then some lime juice. And of course you can always use a fresh lime as well. Seasoning will be to taste, and of course if you want any additional spice in there, please add in what you need to in order to give it that extra kick. I like to keep mine on the mild side. So there it is, pre-mixed. My burner's still warm, so I did turn the burner off, but just kind of like to have that heat to kind of help mix and blend those flavors together. Okay, so my seasoning is all mixed into my meat. Next we are going to, let me back that up a little bit, get our pie crust, and we are just going to pour all of our cooked and seasoned meat right in there. With the back of a spoon, or whatever you have handy, kind of spread and even that meat out. So there's what that looks like. So now I am going to add some diced tomatoes on top. Hubby hates tomatoes, so if you have tomato lovers in your house, the step that I have skipped that I would recommend is to just add your diced tomatoes or any kind of tomatoes into your meat mixture before, or even once you get it in your pie crust, and just have it mixed and blended all throughout the meat. So every bite you take, you get that tasty tomato in there. In this case, because he doesn't want the tomatoes, I don't particularly want the green chilies that came out of the can. I am going to kind of separate and split those up. So I'm going to kind of line my side with these tomatoes and kind of spread them out a bit. And then I'm going to put the chilies on his side. So that gives him the extra little kick and flavor he likes. And then on my side gives me that flavor of tomato that I like. So make it work for you and those in your household with what their taste buds love, what your taste buds love. By the way, guys, the pie crust, I've learned the hard way that the best way to get it to cooperate is to have it at room temperature. So this one was room temperature when I put it down in my dish. So there's how that looks. See those chilies over here, tomatoes over there. Next step is our cheese. So I am going to do a 2 cheese blend. I've got my Chihuahua here, I've got my mild cheddar there. You can use any kind of cheese you want. And we are just going to put a nice thick layer right on top. Okay, so there is my layer of Chihuahua. Now I'm just going to top that with my mild cheddar. I always love when I can kind of do a little cheese combo on something. It just looks, it kind of looks a little more enriched and gives it an extra little flavor. Okay, so there is my cheddar cheese. And last but not least, I'm gonna put some tortilla strips. Of course, you can get creative with this. You can also just crush up some tortilla chips that you have, whatever you've got at home, that will just add a nice crunch on top. Another little pop of color, and just really seal the deal on this taco pie. Now, of course, you can even add in some hot sauce. You can wait till it comes out of the oven for that. Take a look at that. Yum. So this will go in a preheated oven for about 20 to 22 minutes. See you then. Take a look, guys. Look at that nice golden edge around the pie crust. All our melted cheese. Our tortilla strips are nice and stuck to the melted cheese. Still got a little sizzle sound on it since it just came out of the oven. So let's get it on a plate. Not sure if it's going to be easy to cut out of here, but hoping for the best. Not too bad. You see that? So this is just a great new take on some delicious flavors we all know and love. And this happens to be the side that had all those diced tomatoes in it. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.